we welcome back author, speaker, entrepreneur, and now executive producer of the upcoming series, The Amigo Family, my girl, Sulma Arzu-Brown. And the Amigo Family, it's a story of a Black Afro-Latino family living in the South Bronx. And the series aims to spotlight the tenacity and triumph of a community often left unseen, showcasing the intersectionality of Black, Latino, and Caribbean cultures. And joining us now to share more is author, speaker, entrepreneur, creator, writer, executive producer of the Amigo Family, and my dear friend, Sulma Arzu-Brown, along with actor and director, and also a dear friend, Victor Cruz. Keeping it in the family.
Hey.
All the time.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome back, I should say,
Yeah.
right?
Thank you. Thank you, Rhina. I mean, this is the evolution of our journey, right? Our beautiful journey, our beautiful stories, making sure that the Black Latino community is finally getting their place on stage in hopes of getting our stories told on TV. We are a remarkable people. We can make anything and everything happen. And I think our stories have not been told from the lens of us, the people who lived it, who are living it currently.
Exactly. We're taking control of the narrative. And also, it isn't solely just the Afro-Latinidad, it's the urban culture, which is a big thing that I'm always bringing up on the show because we have our own culture. We have our own culture. And Victor, welcome home, baby. Welcome home.
I like welcome bone.
I know.
Give the dog a bone.
Oh my God.
I love what you've done with the place.
Oh my gosh.
He'll find his way home.
Okay, no.
I know. I was like, oh my gosh. I don't know how we're gonna get through this interview.
I love it. You know,
But we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make sure we hit all the points, right?
Listen, first of all, I love you, Rhina. This is great. How many years you been doing this? Let's not talk about it. But you are the Rhina of El Barrio, of the Bronx. I mean, you were just the place to come visit when it comes down to promote a project. So thank you for having us.
Of course.
Yeah.
And you know, the beauty of it is that since I've known Sulma, anytime she has something up and coming, I always get it first.
Yeah.
Always.
She always brings it to me first,
Awesome.
whether I'm involved in it or not, right? Because some of them I'm involved in, because somehow I get sucked into her projects too. Ooh, not that I'm complaining.
Yeah, but Sulma has that power, you know, because the thing about it is that she believes in something so much, and her work speaks for itself. But she has such a command and a belief that you want to be a part of the world that she creates, so you can't help yourself.
I mean, just this project alone, in so many renditions, right? What is this, like its third rendition?
Oh my God, probably fourth. We
Fourth or
started
something
in,
like that.
Yeah.
I know it started over the pandemic.
Over the pandemic. It was written before the pandemic, but the pandemic.
Oh,
It's okay. There's bone, there's pandemic. We're gonna have a whole glossary of new words for you people, all right?
But the pandemic made it happen.
You know what? This is just like being at the house, you know?
Exactly.
Be Pacific, you know?
Ay, Dios mío, entró Tita. All right, for those who don't know, you know, Victor's also the creator and voice of Tita's World. Yeah, which is an animation that is pretty popular within the urban community.
Oh, yeah, she's from the neighborhood.
But you see
so.
what's happening here, this natural conversation. I think that America and the world globally doesn't get an inside view as to who and what we really are, and the love that comes from inside, because we're not only a community, we are a community that also builds familia. Wherever you put the Bronx, right, we built something. Hip hop came from here, creativity comes from here. And at this point, in the United States, and not even globally, there is nothing that portrays an identifiably Black Afro-Latino family. And this is loosely based on my lived experience, right? And we were grateful to get incredible people such as Tatiana Ali, known as as young Ashley from the Fresh Prince
Banks from
of
the
Bel-Air.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. However,
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people don't even know that she's an Afro-Latina.
Exactly. And when I spoke to her, she said, you know, Sulma, this will be the first time that I ever play myself, an Afro-Latina from Panama. Could you believe that? We don't even have a space for the Afro-Latino stories, and we're invisible yet in plain sight. That's
Right.
what Pew Research said.
Right.
And what better way than to have my peoples from the Bronx be a part of this? Because when a door opens for me, Essence Film Festival door opened for me, I'm bringing my people in. I'm bringing Victor Cruz. I'm bringing Nia Thompson, Michael Leonard James. I'm bringing Rhina Valentine.
Here we go.
Right? And this is dope. And God opens up the door in such a beautiful way, because I was fortunate enough to get introduced to a wonderful writer, Keisha Ansley, who is a full-time writer on Blackish. We have writers from the Bronx on this project as well. Edgar Santiago, Michelle Sampson. You know, these people contributed to making this pilot so beautiful, Rhina. It's so beautiful.
I know, you talking to me like I don't know. But really, she's talking to you guys.
Rhina, let me fill you in, all right?
Who's the director?
You're not on the show, but let me tell you about this show.
I haven't read the whole
But
script.
she's giving exposition for the audience. Stage directions. Interior, the Amigo family home, day.
Real talk.
This is what I'm saying. I'm going, oh my gosh, how are we going to get through this interview?
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
well, you know.
No time for commercials.
No.
No.
Because, you know, we got to giggle in between. And that's
Yeah.
also
We got to.
another beautiful aspect of this project, right?
Yeah.
We get to laugh in the
Right.
process. And, of course, Victor, as our director, right? Not only are you playing the lead role, which you originated, and now are back to playing,
Right, right.
which now makes it an interracial type of thing if we're looking at pigmentation.
Yeah.
Because you're Puerto Rican, Papi, in case they don't know.
Yeah. But that, you know, and I wanted to make a point to that. That's a beautiful thing, right? If you look at the three of us, we are different hues, different colors. We are all part of the same Latino community, but you would never know that, because for such a long time, you know, the way that we were portrayed in movies and in the media, it was one type of Latino. So now talking about Afro-Latino and just saying, hey, we come in all colors, shapes, and sizes. And I think now is the time, which is what makes the Amigo family so special, that we're putting the Afro-Latino family in the forefront and saying, we exist, they exist, you know? So it's a beautiful thing.
And
It
it's
is a beautiful thing.
intersectionality, right? We
Yes.
have young Nia, who is an African American, you know, beautiful young lady. She plays Nala in Broadway's The Lion King, and my daughters were born here. So if they choose, they can choose to say, I am African American. So that intersectionality really exists. And I think the Bronx did it so beautifully, where an African American, Caribbean, and Latino can all coexist in such a beautiful, bomb diggity, no doubt way. Right? I can't help it.
I think we have to pause.
You don't know how old we are.
You
You
know,
don't know how old we are.
Not only that, she just dropped one of my lines.
Bomb
She just
diggity
dropped
pat the
one of my
bomb,
lines.
yo.
That's one of my lines in the show.
So now you know how I need
She's
you to
bringing
say
it back. She's bringing it back. She's bringing it
All
back.
right, director. Now you know how she needs to say
And
it.
cut. And cut. We love that. We could do it again.
Yeah.
This time, think of coffee. Think of coffee.
Unreal. This is unreal. All right, so we got to give them the logistics before we run out of time, right?
yep.
And so obviously we already mentioned Tatiana Ali, which is a huge contribution to the project, right? And you mentioned the writer and the fact that we're actually presenting for the first time in New Orleans, of all places. It's like you had to fly us out there. Like, you're accommodating this whole thing, like, just because it unfolded as such.
Yeah, you know, most of my life, my 9 to 5 included fundraising, right? And I built incredible relationships, and for the flights to be covered, for the accommodations, the food to be covered. I mean, shout out to El Blake's partner, Garifuna Coalition, Bronx Care, Marco Crefo, Rev the Grav, Nick Lugo, Revu, DoorDash Lyft, and so many, 125 people more came through to make sure that our stories is told, because our mission and our vision is to get this show picked up, Rhina.
Right.
We have to come home with a win.
A win.
Because it's about time.
Okay.
So showrunners, if you're out there, directors, anyone out there that can finance this
Meet us in
series,
New Orleans.
meet us in New Orleans. We out there. We out there.
We in the French Quarters. What's up?
Yeah, what's up?
We at Caesars.
Caesar
up?
Superdome.
Yo,
We're
What's
a
up?
feature, and we're closing out the film festival on July 6th.
mira eso.
The Bronx.
That's it.
The Bronx is
Is
a
a
feature.
feature.
And closing out the Essence Festival.
Film Festival.
The Essence Film,
Film
Festival
Festival.
portion of it.
Yep, on
Yeah,
its biggest
that's
night,
awesome.
Saturday, July 6th.
Thank you once again, Sulma Arzu-Brown, Victor Cruz. Sulma is the creator, executive producer, writer, Victor Cruz, director, lead actor in the Amigo Family. That is going to be presented at the Essence Festival of Culture for a live in-person preview of the series at the 2024 Essence Film Festival on July 6th at 4 p.m. in New Orleans. And we cannot wait to see you. That's for those of you who are watching us online, what's in store. And bueno, we'll see you in New Orleans. All right. For more information, visit amigofamily.com. Stay tuned. There's more open when we return.